it's Leanna from Misfit Designs, and I know it's been a minute. I'm alive, I promise. I just got super overwhelmed with school, but we're back, and we're here, and we're great, and we're thriving. But yeah, so today, in today's video, we are going to be doing a frog or finish. So I have this giant like ottoman thing full of a bunch of whips that I have. And hold on, put that on flick. And today we're gonna decide whether or not I'm gonna frog them or if I'm going to finish them. And obviously I will be frogging all of the things I'm gonna frog. And then we're gonna, throughout the next week or so, work on finishing everything we're gonna finish. So the first whip is not in there because it is too big and it's been sitting in a tote bag in my room. Is this, he's in pieces, mushroom guy that is that's literally the name of the pattern, is mushroom guy. I finished the head, and I started this guy in like September, so he's been waiting a minute. I have the head finished, I have the body, like I started the body, and then I also started the cap. Actually got pretty decent into the cap. I know I ran out of red yarn, so I had to order more, which I think is why I stopped working on it. And then by the time I got the red yarn in, I was too busy. But as you can tell, we're halfway there on this guy. I'm not frogging him. We're gonna finish him. So that is whip number 1. Okay, so now going into the tote, I have not gone through this, so this is just whatever's in here. So going into the tote, we have a bunch of these like fabric strips that I cut out to make scrunchies out of. And this is not crochet, so I don't really know why this is in my crochet whip bucket. But either way, they're in there. They're already cut out. I'm gonna make scrunchies out of these because I already cut them out. I already did the hard part. So we will finish this, and there's elastic in there. And yeah, so we're gonna finish that one. Next, we have this bucket hat, which I don't really know why this is in here because it has a tag on it. I think it's done. I think I just never put it in the store. On second thought, I don't like the way she sits or fits at all. So I think, despite this one actually being done, I think we might frog her. I don't know. I'm going to keep this one like this for now. Let me know in the comments if you guys think that I should frog this or if I should just keep it like this. Let me put the tag where you don't have a little brown paper tag hanging in the front the whole time. Like, she's cute. I don't know why I never put it in the store to sell it, but yeah, let me guys know what you think I should do. If I should frog it or if I should take it back and put it on the website and put it in the store and see if it sells. Next, we have this, which is technically finished, but it sat in my store for like 2 years. I don't like the way that it looks. I don't like the way that it fits. I don't really like the pattern that I used. So despite this actually being finished, we're going to frog her. Then I know I have a bunch of beanies in here that are finished. For the most part, they have all their ends woven in and everything. They just don't have my tags on them. So I just have to finish these by putting my little, not rubber, leather tags. So I have this guy, there's this guy, there's this guy, there's a whole bunch of these. But yeah, so these I'm obviously going to finish. I'm not frogging these, we're just gonna put tags on them, and then these guys are done. The next project in here is this. Yeah, I think that's the top. Little Luna moth that I started a while ago. Again, I think I started this back in September or October. I got the body done and then like the little ears done. It just, I think, needs wings and legs. So we're of course going to finish this because I did too much work to go ahead and frog it now. Here is a beanie that I had crocheted like 2 years ago now, I think. And I'm not the biggest fan of the crochet beanies anymore, and this one hung up, so it is super stretched and distorted. So I'm gonna frog this, and I'm gonna frog this, and I'll most likely use the yarn to make a double-stranded knit beanie like these, because I think those look so much better than this one. Next thing in the box is the rest of the yarn from the Luna moth, and I have one of her little legs. So of course, this is gonna go with her. We're gonna use this to finish her. Next, we have the very first hexagon cardigan that I ever made. And this was in the store, and I had to take it out because my one, you can see here, there's a giant hole in it. One of my magic rings came undone. So I might be able to fix this. We will see. If I can't fix it, which I don't think I can, because it looks like the yarn broke in a couple spots and it's starting to come undone on its own. We may have to frog her, which is really sad because this is really cute, but obviously I can't sell a cardigan with a massive hole in the arm that's gonna just continue to unravel. So we'll more than likely be frogging her, which is a little sad, but it's okay. Next in the box, we have what was the start of a crochet beanie. As you can see here, I have a decent amount of beanie made here. But as I said before, I really am not a fan of the crochet beanies anymore. I don't know. I just don't necessarily love the way that they look. So I'm going to take this and we're going to frog it, and I'll probably knit a beanie out of the yarn after it's frogged. But yeah, we're going to frog her. We have another bucket hat. This is technically done. The ends are not woven in. However, yeah, we're gonna frog it. I just didn't realize when I was making it that the pattern is absolutely massive. So it is like not the size of anyone's head ever. Yeah, so we're gonna frog her because, well, we have another crochet beanie in here, which again is gonna be the same thing. We're just gonna frog this even though it's technically finished. Hopefully the final crochet beanie in here that is technically finished. But I'm gonna frog it. I actually ran out of yarn while making this, and then I decided, heck with it, I'm just gonna sew it up. And it's super small, like it's definitely barely for a kid's head. And I don't know, she doesn't look great. So we're gonna frog her, and maybe, yeah. There's another leg for that Luna moth. And then this is a crochet fidget toy that I started making. And the only thing that this has left is it needs 2 buttons sewn on. So we're gonna finish this. But yeah, I'll show you guys how this one works once we actually get the buttons on here. But yeah, we're gonna finish this because it's basically done. Next, we have this crochet like red headband that I started making. I was making this for myself, and it's so cute. I didn't realize it actually was turning out cute. Wow, tell this has been sitting in there for a minute. We are just gonna finish this because it is just finishing this other strap. So like I wasn't that far. I also have plenty of yarn left to finish it. So yeah, we're gonna finish her. Next, we have not so much a frog or finish, but something that I just need to fix. So it's been sitting in this box and we're gonna fix it. It's a bandana that was bought for my boyfriend and I's dog because her name is Cherry. But it came off of her and she is a little pitty. So she loves to chew things and she started chewing it. So I just need to like kind of snip it and then sew like a piece of fabric in there just to help, you know, connect it back together because clearly it has come apart from little Cherry chewing on her cherry bandana. But yeah, so we're gonna finish and fix this, which hopefully won't be too hard. The last thing, second to last thing in my whip box is this start of a spiderweb top. So I love the look of these spiderweb tops, but I cannot wear shirts that don't have a back. So I was trying to figure out how to make one with a back. So of course I am gonna finish this. And the final thing in here is not crochet at all, but it's still something I need to finish, is this corset belt that I bought on sale. But as you can see, the zipper's broken. So I just need to rip the zipper out and put a new one in. Yeah, so that is all of the, so obviously, yeah, I'm going to fix this. So that's all of my frog or finish projects. I'm going to count them because I wasn't counting. I will be right back. I am not going, there's no way I'm going to get all of this done. I doubt in this video, we will see, but we will try to get through as many frogs and finishes as we can. All right, guys, so we have 11 that I want to finish, 7 that I want to frog, and then 1, which is that purple bucket hat that is undecided. I'm going to go ahead and start on one of the projects to finish because it is the most daunting one. And I think once I finish that, everything else is going to feel a little bit like easier because none of the other projects are as big as this one. So I am going to go ahead and start by finishing my mushy boy. Yeah, so I'm like pretty decently way done on the hat. I pulled up the pattern and I was on round, I think 24 out of 30 on the cap. And then I just have to count. I have no idea what round I was on the body. So I do have to figure that out. Obviously, the body needs more stuffing. And yeah, but we're going to go into time-lapse land, and I will update you guys as I get more work done on the little mushy boy. Alright, so as you guys are watching the time lapse of me making this little mushroom guy, I just wanted to kind of add in that this little guy probably took me about 3 or so hours on this day, and then I had spent definitely probably about 3 or 4 working on what I had finished on it already. So he definitely took a very long time, and you'll see in the next clip that he is absolutely massive. But this pattern is so stinking cute, and it was so 100% worth it. But he did take forever. Okay guys, so, goodness, this thing is gigantic. He is done. He's gonna hold his head up. Yeah, this thing is massive. His head's a little floppy, I will say that. I will make sure to link his pattern below, but here is my little mushy guy. Attempt to turn him around and hopefully he doesn't collapse on me. I did, instead of crocheting the spots and sewing them on, I did just embroider some spots on top of the cap, and I will prop it up against something so it's not, you know, falling on me like this so you guys can see it. But yeah, that is project number 1 finally finished. This guy has been sitting around for the past couple of months, so I'm happy to finally have him done. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start frogging everything else, and then we'll start on the rest of the finishes. But yeah, let's go ahead and get right into frogging. Alright, so as you can see here, I am sitting on my floor and I am winding up all of that yarn into cakes. I normally would just like try to frog the end of the project so I could get the yarn going, and then I would put that yarn onto the yarn winder and then wind it up that way. Not all of them worked as well as others, so some I had to like pull the yarn out and frog it myself before putting it on the winder and winding it that way. I am sitting on my floor because the way my desk is, my yarn winder does not like to connect to it, like with the clamp and everything, so I have this little step stool, which is what my yarn winder is attached to. It used to be for my cat, but now it pretty much lives as my home for my yarn winder, so I have to sit on the floor for when I want to cake yarn. But it works really well on here, and it tends to be like, it's a good system that I've got going, so I've just kind of kept it that way. And yeah, I'll let you guys enjoy watching me unravel and cake all of these projects into new yarn. Alright guys, so it's been a little bit. I just finished winding all the yarn. That is going to be all of the work I do today because it is only 8:30. But I'm tired, and I'm tired of sitting on the floor, and my back hurts. So, but I have all of the yarn, all the projects that I wanted to frog are frogged. Cardigan. And yeah, I had to like wind some of them up in really odd shaped skeins. But it's okay. I'm gonna use the yarn for something soon, hopefully. Anyway, I'm honestly debating knitting a scarf out of this because I think I could just get a really, really fun scarf out of this yarn, like double stranding it maybe. I don't know. I'll figure that out later after I finish all of the other whips that I have. But yeah, I have these 4 cakes, not 2, I can count. We have the red beanie, the one like blue beanie. I do not know what pattern I used for that, but unwinding that was a pain in the butt. So we only ended up keeping a tiny bit of the yarn. A lot of it was super just knotted and a hot mess. So it went into my scrap bucket, and we'll cut that up and use that for stuffing. But we have this little bit of the blue yarn. I have the other blue beanie. They're all caked up. The start of the pink one, yes, caking it was a pain in the butt. So it kind of somehow turned into what looks like a skein. I don't know, but we're gonna knit. I'm definitely gonna knit a beanie out of this. So, and then I have the maroon beanie, and then all of the pieces from that bucket hat. I honestly think part of why it got so big was I don't know the pattern. Again, I made that like a year ago. Is this yarn is really thin, so I double stranded it, and I think I used a slightly larger hook than you were supposed to for the pattern. And this yarn is just super like soft and drapey. It's not like stiff at all. So I think it would have, whatever pattern I used, I think would have turned out fine if I used Lily Sugar and Cream. But this was not that. I think this is Premier. I think it's something, but it's something from Premier Yarns. I just don't remember what yarn it was. But yeah, I have all of my yarns all caked up. You can see my cat being cute behind me. And I fear that this video is going to be just a little bit long. So instead of trying to do all of this in one video, I'm going to break it up into multiple parts. Hopefully only 2, but we'll see. I'm not a psychic. I can't see into the future. But that's all we got done for this video. I finished my little mushroom guy, and I got everything else frogged. So I'm honestly really happy with the progress that I made today on my frog or finish bin. And yeah, so I have, I think, technically 10 whips left to finish, and we'll see. Some of them are a lot easier, some are a lot harder. If you guys want to see me finishing those whips, make sure to stay tuned for next week's video, because I will post then with, I'll post part 2 of the frogger finish with everything that I do or don't finish. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please make sure to comment down below, like the video, and then subscribe to my channel. If you have any ideas of anything you want to see from me, please also comment that down below. And if there's anything that I frogged today that you think I shouldn't have, let me know. Or if there's anything that I plan on finishing that you don't want me to, also comment, and also give me advice on that purple bucket hat because it's cute, but I don't know. I'm debating frogging it or not. So yeah, whole bunch of things you can comment down there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.